Undertaker,
You they play Wi-Fi.
Undertaker, continue.
It
We
is
doing
shock
dorime around.
It will shock
Or
you.
nothing, but shock a lot of money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome
collect
on
champagne
tonight.
before. Also history.
Will you let us rest?
You will not rest.
With your pacular.
No sleep for the weekend.
Okay. All right. It is another wonderful night, and it's glad to have you on tonight's edition of the program Men Uncut on Western Spring Television. This is where we discuss about issues concerning the male folks, the men. And tonight I have the men of valor, men of valor, anything I call them. I don't even know. But I shall have men in the studios tonight, and we'll be doing justice to something. And tonight, the topic is lovely. No, it has to do with what we are doing here. What we are doing, some things we are doing here, and we used to do even outside here. We used to do. Tell yours, kids, tell yours. I'm J to the A to the H, MIC, JAHMICHEAL, Mr. 223, your love doctor himself, Michael with the source. I tell you, we're getting bigger every day, and of course, there will be no limitations. Don't forget, this is 2025. My advice for 2025 has been no pressure anybody, so that I no go pressure you, because now when you dish out, now you get. All right, tonight on the program, I have my guys in the studios. I have I don't call this guy in first, because the head will be like Omolo. NIFEMI, you're welcome on the show tonight. You look good, you look radiant, you look lovely, you look wonderful. I love your outfit.
Okay. Thank you so much, JAHMICHEAL.
You can call your OP. I will help him to call OP number. After the whole life.
You now, you know.
After I
follow your footsteps.
Oh, we're not talking to you.
He will shock you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being here.
Wow. See, you gentle cool man. See the way you want it. Thank you so much. You see now when we were introduced another thought. Yes, and to the Agbero in the house.
Yes.
Imprint. How are you?
Thank you.
Table shake said they do so. How are you?
Nice. It's nice.
You look good too, anyway.
Again. Thank you.
Nice outfit.
Thank you. Lovely hair, well shaped beard. Shock you. I find person.
My boy, yeah,
and I no can get national theater for
my own head of love. Forget.
They play Wi-Fi.
Head of love. Now love. That's why
you don't go. What's the love?
Now why my wife love me be that?
Hey, yeah.
She will love it. No, go and check in the history of football. There's one particular footballer who has this kind of head. He played for France then. You remember Zinedine Zidane?
Yes.
Zizou.
Yes.
Zizou Lomo.
Zizou
Lomo.
I comment my research.
I have that kind of head. Okay, tell me the footballer your head looks.
There are plenty. Don't worry about it. I should tell you. Don't worry. If I tell you, you will feel intimidated.
Wow.
Because if I go and mention Ronaldo now, you will be feeling that.
See it? This head be like Ronaldo head. This head.
Do program.
Lord, your own looks a bit like telling towards.
Agali.
I don't talk anything.
Just leave her. All right, we got a short break. When we come back, we go straight to the topic for tonight. You will really enjoy the topic. So welcome back, and the program is Two Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT Star Times. And you can get past episodes of this particular program on our YouTube channel and some other channels. That is at Western Spring Television. You can get there, watch it, enjoy it, drop a comment as well. All right, so now we're talking about the topic men and money. M and M. Situation whereby a man has gone out, but I would have preferred something like men and pleasure, because or money and pleasure, because we'll be looking at that bigly. Men and money. Men and money. Especially whereby a man has gone out, make money all the time. You're making your money. You wake up in the morning, you go out to make money. While you're still making money, somebody's calling you. You are waiting and praying for another plug for money to come in, and money comes in again. You run after money. And so money. If you have that kind of mentality, they will say, and one day now stress you. When you make your money, it just be about making money all the time. Because look at our day. Once a man is married, want to take care of a family, you want to take care of. All you need is money. Because of that, people don't even have a time for any other thing. Should it all be about money, money, and money? For a man.
Well, let me bail the cat. It shouldn't be all about it shouldn't be all about money. And the sad part is we are making this money towards what end? Majority of men make money at the end of the day. It is a person that knows nothing about when they are making the money that will spend it.
Next of king.
That's one.
Okay, no king.
Two, even if the man is going to be spending the money, he will spend it on health at the end of the day. Now, so what is the essence of money after money? Yes. Because either you like it or not, the stress that you have been accumulating over the years will bite you and break you down at a point, and you will need money to be financing your state of health to ensure that you are still alive. So it depends on how much you have that will determine how long you will live at that point. Now, there is nothing like enjoyment for you again at that point but survivor. And really, survivor is not something, it's not a way of life that is recommended for anybody or any stage of life at all. You should really enjoy life. You should not be a survivor in this life. Yes, because we only have one life. So why should I struggle, make money in the morning, run out again in the evening to go and make money again? At the end of the day, the money is in my account, but I cannot spend it. Why? Because normally, definition of money itself is that money is a legal tender, which means that if I want to get this device, I will need something to exchange, which is the money. Now, I am having this money in abundance, but there is nothing to show for it in my own personal life. I mean, am I a slave to money? No.
Yes.
I can never be a slave to money. I can never be a slave to money. Because that is what happens to people that choose to live the life of I must go after this money always. We end up being slaves to that money.
All right. You talked about enjoyment, that is flexing, doing faji, enjoyment. How important is faji to the male folks?
How important
is faji, enjoyment?
Faji. Okay, it's very important, right? It's just very unfortunate from certain individuals in such a way that all they know is let us keep on chasing the bag.
Well, Nariana say work.
Okay. Well, it's good to enjoy what you have labored for, but we are different individuals. We're not raised the same way. We have different mindset. We have different visions, different goals. So what you will define to be an enjoyment to you, it not even really makes sense to me.
Preach it, Papa.
You get it now.
Tell me ways.
You get the point now.
Yeah, tell me other different ways.
All right. So to some men probably they will feel okay. They've made the money. All right. So let me just go to a bar and maybe take one or two bottles
and a plate of pepper soup.
You get the point now, and they just want to enjoy. Life. There are some other people that they will be like, okay, I've made this money. To them, the means in which they enjoy their money is by investing again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they will look at it from the angle that okay, it is not just about now. He talked about something that okay, am I now a slave to money? Once I have the money, money. Yes, the definition is money is just a means to an end. What is that end? So to some people, it is okay. I need to get something in the next 2 years. Maybe you are planning towards, saving towards your student, as a student, your children's admission. Then you know that okay, between now and so period of time, I have to just save.
Or you want to buy a new car.
Or you want to buy a new car, you want to maybe acquire a property or whatever. Now you want to keep that money or save that money for a particular period of time. So even if you are making money, you are making profits on what you are doing now, you still want to save it. To them, they may see it as okay. There's this thing I don't want to talk about, probably tribe or whatever now, but there is this particular thing about some individuals that okay, so to them, so to them now, what they are doing now, they are laboring. So that enjoyment is later in the future when they are now relaxing and the children are now the one taking care of them.
Do you concur with that?
I really don't.
Okay.
And the reason is very simple. I am working towards getting something for my children. Let's cite that as an example, like you raised it. Now, of course, my child is going to school, let's say in the next 1 year time frame. So I already have a time frame. I already have a figure to be achieved. Okay, this child that is going to school, I will need an average of 5 million naira. This child. Primarily, I already have a target of where my money should go into. 5 million naira of my money. I might not even have it today, but I know that in the next 1 year, I must provide 5 million naira. It's a simple thing. I work daily towards getting this done. Now, if care is not taken, if we are going by the analogy of Tokete Dagba or that Okete by the time it is growing, getting old, it might be in the hospital that you will be enjoying the breast of the child.
Before the child grow breast,
You
Okete
get.
might actually die.
So, you only have the same Yoruba that said Tokete Badagba Omo Emelumamu is the same ones that said that Unteye Baje Luma Gbefo. If you don't have the capability, oh yeah, now, just like he said, I agreed with something he said. He said, enjoyment to you is peculiar
like
to you.
Investment.
For some people, enjoyment is, God, I see this building around GRA. I like that building. I will find out how much it is. Okay, I have the money now. I want to buy it. They have joy when they.
And after buying it, they keep on working again
towards getting other things. You hear some people talk about the property.
Is that not like working and still working?
Now the question is, how do you define enjoyment? Yeah. What is enjoyment to you
as a person?
It is not a general thing.
Yeah.
I don't drink. My friend drinks. I will still enjoy life. He will enjoy life as well. Now, no matter.
With water.
He will chop, of course. Now, if you get to that bar where he's going to eat, where he's going to be eating the pepper soup and drinking something, me, I will be like, just give me one bottle of water and the same pepper soup. We will both have our fun and enjoy ourselves, and we'll be good. But how you direct money as well as an individual determines how you will even have the money the more. For a person that enjoys buying property, investing the money in other things and doing this and doing that, the person, you will most likely say that this person can never lack again. Lack in the aspect of financial needs. And the reason is simple. I am cash trapped right now, but I have something I have to raise 15 million naira. Okay, I have a property at Igbono, for example. Okay, if I should, let me call my property evaluator. How much is this particular property worth? It's 35. Okay, 35, I need 15. Okay, let's sell it. I get that one soon. The moment the money comes in, I have 35 million naira. I need 15. I will sort the money. I will sort what I need 15 million to do. I will still have change on me. And I still have a lot of other properties on ground. I will always derive joy in it. For a person that finds it that, okay, every money I have, I only have one life to live. Let me just go and ball.
We're still coming to
you
that.
will ball everything away.
So if you are going by what we're saying now, we say that the Faji, let's not table it to Faji. Like we are doing Faji now.
Yes, no matter.
Are we not doing Faji?
Maybe. But wait, what happened to our Pomo supplier?
Pomo supplier. Because you said something now that we need to have investment. We don't want to buy Pomo again.
No.
So are we now saying that if you are doing this kind of Faji, it may not allow for a proper investment if you're doing Faji?
No, it does not affect it. Now, there is always something we call, number one, scale of preference. Number two, how you organize your things. Now, everything falls on that scale of preference. Priority. Now, I want, just like we are saying, the analogy we've been using, I need 5 million in the next 1 year. I know that my monthly income is probably 100,000 naira. Now, this 100,000 naira, going by 10 months' time, it's just 1 million naira, right? Okay, and I need 5 million in 12 months' time, which is 2 months after I have 1 million naira. What am I going to do? Now, the answer is simple. If I should spend too much from that 100,000, definitely I can. The 100,000 on a normal day, I cannot achieve the 5 million I'm looking for normally. But at least I will say that I have a capital that I can push to do something else. Now, it will interest you to know that if you're a kind of person that invests, you need 5 million, your monthly income is 100,000. You really can roll the 100,000 naira into another source of income, another business, and then it yield more results for you. You are still getting your 100,000 from your normal job that you do. At the end of it all, you realize that your monthly income has been elevated more towards the 5 million naira you want to do. But imagine you don't have another source of income. You don't have another plan towards getting another source for your income. And you are coming to meet guys and you are spending per day, you are spending not less than 20,000 or 10,000 naira. You really cannot invest. There is nothing called investment because everything you need to do that investment, you are burning it on the table with guys. And the people that you are spending with, you don't know their plans too. They also have plans and they have ways to achieve it as well. So you will I'm very sorry to say. So it boils down to you as an individual, how you organize your things, how you prioritize your needs and wants. Know the difference between the two and know how to go for each of them towards your set out goal.
That now takes me to, you was talking about, the kind of friends you have, the kind of people you hang out with, you may not know their own plans. That now takes me to who are these kind of people you can hang out with and have fun with, enjoy with.
It depends. Like I said earlier,
some people they feel it's friends, just my friends. Some people feel it's only family. Some people feel what? Oh.
Okay, let me say this. There's this common adage that show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. Do you know, to some certain level, I really do not agree. To me, it's not correct.
Okay.
To me, it's not accurate. I used to tell some of my guys that when I was in secondary school, some of my friends then, some of my guys, they were guys that they were there, they were doing stuff. And we're guys, we do stuff together, like we read together, we could call ourselves friends. But in all fairness, it never affected me. Yes. Now, what am I trying to bring out there is, it is not in totality.
We're talking about influence now. You were not influenced by whatever they were doing.
Yes. We're talking about friends, like, okay, a circle of your circle of friends now, the way they enjoy their money, the way they enjoy themselves, and because you're also their friend. So how are you sure that will not even really influence you? It's not, he said something about, you could go out with a friend, his friend would order a bottle of Enikeni, right? Let's say maybe 3, and you are not, that's not anything to you. You could actually order a bottle of water, right? A bottled water, and you are cool with whatever thing you are doing. So the enjoyment still depends on how you define it yourself. Because if yourself, now this is actually what makes you feel, yes, I've enjoyed myself, I've enjoyed my money. And to you, to me, it's not really, it doesn't resonate with you. I won't force myself to do that. So it's not actually about who my friends are when it comes to them enjoying that. No. Because don't forget, when we're talking about enjoying yourself as well, even no matter who your friend is, you really cannot be spending their money at all times. You must always remember your pocket. Because it will get to a point in which, if you guys will get to a particular settings, if your money is not there to be, you may be disappointed.
You guys be embarrassed. You talk about circle of friends. Somebody even said, I don't know whether you saw it somewhere this morning. Somebody said, circle of friend, when you have when you say you have a circle of friend, it's a cage.
I don't
it's
subscribe.
a cage when you say you have this.
I don't subscribe to. Well, the person will always, a person that says whatever they say, have where they are coming from,
sure.
And they know what they hold their beliefs, and they know what they are saying. To them, it's making sense. To you, it might not.
For me, want us to look at that.
For me, I really don't see it as something that works for me that way. Why? I am a kind of person that subscribes to you having friends that are even either more influential than you, more weirder than you, more ideological than you. Now, the reason why I say this is because when you have a kind of set out target for yourself, for your life, and then you have friends that you are beyond in everything, you will always see yourself as, I have accomplished. After all, look at the people I have in my circle. I am the best among all of us. But when you check your circle and you're like, oh, more, I'm the lowest in this place, you will always push yourself to do more. It will always jar you towards getting to that your set out goal.
Not be every guy get that kind of sense.
Of course, not be every guy normally now. Not be every guy will be like that. But we are talking of right thinking guys now. So it will push you, it can push you to get to where you need to get to. The friend that I'm having, this is NIFEMI Ojo. He's a big person, he's my friend. Okay, guy, I need a contact of a person that knows the vice president of the country. I will not be surprised if he has 2 or 3 people, like a chain of 2, 3 people that will get me to the person. That is me using my friend to get to where I need to
the
be.
Influence.
The influence. But you realize that I can abuse it as well. By saying, instead of me doing that, I would rather say that Nifemi, he has money. Yeah, Nifemi, take me out. Let us go and do this without adding to myself. So for me, the circle that you have, whatever circle, no matter how small or how big, you must ensure that it is contributing to you. At the same time, you must not be a person that receives at all the time. You must also be a person that contributes to your circle. That is how you will all grow together. Because they will always tell you that wealth is not something that an individual can actually make easily. But when you have a network, it will always be faster. You as an individual can make wealth, no doubt about it. But if it will take you 5 years to achieve it, if you have a quality network, you can achieve it in less than 2 years and you'll be good. So that is what it means to me, circle of friends.
All right, let's look at responsibilities. When does flexing, enjoying with friends, hanging out, when does it start affecting family and responsibility?
Okay, whatever we do, we actually must set the priority right. As a matter of fact, whoever you call your friend as a man, then your family, talking about your wife, your children, must know that person as well. So which means there's possibility that your friend, you as a husband, as the father, your friend, there's possibility that that friend should be family friend as well. So hanging out with your friends should not in any way affect the home, right? It should not. And we talk about priority, right? And when you also talk about the money, enjoying yourself, it is not all the money you make that you want to go out and spend, flex, because you want to enjoy yourself.
For a reasonable person.
Must for a reasonable person.
Well, you said for
Okay.
There must be a percentage of your money that no matter what, if rain is falling or if fire is dropping or if anything is, that you won't touch that money. Right? Okay, let's say you make 50,000 naira in a month. You should be able to know how to divide that money, that okay, maybe it is 10% that goes into so number of, so stuff, 20% into savings, 30% into the, probably home, running the home and all that. So you wouldn't, no matter what happens, you wouldn't take from the 30% that is for the maintenance of the home, take outside to enjoy. That there's no sense in that. So whenever you tell yourself, okay, I'm going out to enjoy, it means that, okay, from the money you had already saved or that is in that enjoyment box or pocket or wallet or bank, that is what you are drawing from to enjoy. Because if you are not doing all of that with your sense intact, the home will be lagging.
If you want to follow what you're saying, some people will say that the money that you used to build us will not be the money you used to flex. The money you used to flex is not the money you used to buy car. Money you used to buy car is not the money you used to enjoy yourself.
Now, going by that, it is in line with what is said. To an extent, it's correct. Why?
Okay.
That simply means that you've already segmented these things. You've already done the right distribution. Okay, I want to change my car by November. The car that I want to change, if I'm selling this one and I want to add money to it, I will still need nothing less than 5 million or 10 million in addition to it. It is a very simple thing. I know that I am saving this so particular amount of money towards November. So whatever I do, whatever income I make monthly, I know that this particular amount is going to the savings for car. I want to start building my house. I know that, okay, cement is expensive, block is expensive, roofing sheet is expensive, this and that is expensive. But even as they are expensive, this is the value for each of them. I am saving 10% of my income towards this. I know that it is going for that. Now, the money I am saving for car, I cannot use it to drink.
Of course.
It's not possible. Except if I have decided that I'm not buying car again. And even at that, I will still not use the money to drink. I would rather divert it probably to the building,
Yeah.
not for the enjoyment part, the flexing part. Let me put it that way. So when you have already segmented these things, words like that is always being said loosely, will make more sense. Because the way people say it, they say it in line with not having savings towards something. They will always say that if this money is destined to be spent on the table, it cannot be spent on the road. That is their own mentality. But the right thinking person will know that the money that you are supposed to use to run one or two things, you cannot use it to flex. So let us channel our incomes the right way it should go. Let us distribute that's why we say scale of preference. When we have our scale of preference, we will know how to distribute everything we need. So the remaining change, he said something, purse of enjoyment for a person that have enough income to say that after doing this, after saving this, after buying this, after doing this, I still have this that I can say that yes, this money is going for enjoyment. I have a wallet for that. For a person that does not have a substantial amount of money coming for him or her monthly, will not have the luxury of saying that, okay, after at the end of everything in a month, I can still ball with 100K. You might not be able to do that. But if you are making any amount of money, even if it is 5,000 naira, they will always say that cut your coat according to your clothes, according to the material that you have. You will definitely plan your life on the 5,000 naira that you are making. But always know something. Always plan a little bit of relaxation from that 5,000 naira as well. Because if care is not taken, you will labor every day of
So
your
from
life.
what you're saying now, you're saying that, at a point, having fun, enjoyment can be too much.
Definitely, if you don't have a gauge to it. Yes. If you don't have a gauge to it, you will spend what you're not supposed to spend.
And then obese alowo ma jaye ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀.
Alowo tó fẹ́ jayé
Àwọn
has
tó
already
jayé
done what he
lánàá
should
dà
do.
wọ́n ti kú wọ́n ti lọ.
The person that sang the song and the caliber of people that was singing the song for that year are not our everyday hustlers. They are people that are established. The people he was singing for are not people that are living in rented apartments. They already have their houses on their head. They have a vehicle that they are using to walk around. They have what they are the kind of people that we will use the word established people for. But you are still on the ladder of I'm struggling, I'm hustling to make things work. I will not say that you should not enjoy, because you must relax your mind if you want your mind to give the best to you. If your mind is not relaxed, that you are always laboring the mind, it's just like a machine. A machine that is working, that you are not giving a time of rest to, we always have this thing we call wear and tear. At the end of the day, the machine will break down. So you are like a machine as an individual. When you work and you don't have a plan of relaxation, you will just collapse one day. The system will just shut down. So you have to have a kind of arrangement. But the arrangement that you are having towards relaxation, some people can go out every day to relax and will still do well. Check yourself. Are you capable of doing that? If the answer is no, don't attempt it. If it is once in a month you can do, then plan yourself towards that once in a month and enjoy yourself that day, knowing fully well that, yes, I am recharged for another month. But as you are doing it, one thing about this life is that the more you do it and you are diligent with how you do your things, this thing called money will always come and it will always increase. So far you are diligent with what you are doing, you are not lazy, you are waking up every day to get things happen, you will definitely be increasing. So you that you cannot do oblate more than once in a month before, before you know it, you will realize that you are having more capacity to do these things. But Biko, whatever you do, do responsibly. Because it is one thing to enjoy and go back home and be happy. It's another thing to enjoy and land yourself in the hospital.
You just talked about home now, and that thing came to my mind. That what about men who, they enjoy outside and they call them baller, spender. What can be the effect of not inculcating your family into anything like that? They leave their wife at home, they leave the children at home, and when you're good at me. What about me? What can be on a long run? What can be the effect of that on the family?
That is also based on individual, because it's not a general stuff. Or if you see a man doing that, move close to him, maybe ask some questions. He will definitely have reasons why he's doing that.
Why he's not carrying his wife along?
Yes.
To enjoy.
But it is not something you want to ask anyways.
Let's go and watch movie or anything. Once
in
a while.
Yeah, the thing is, it happens that the wife might not actually be someone that drinks, right? That's one. Two, the wife also might not really be someone that maybe likes going out, stuff like that. Sometimes.
At all. People like that,
yes, they are.
They don't want to go. They don't want to have fun. They don't want to watch movies.
Their definition of fun. That's the thing. We said it earlier.
Yeah,
your definition of fun
what is your own definition
matters.
Of enjoyment. Do you get? So, but for family like that, there will be some times that it could just be family time out, right? The wife, the children, the father, maybe taking them out. It could be to the cinema.
But there are men who don't even reason like that.
It is just all about them.
Yeah, they have fun. They come back late in the night. They are drunk. They are okay. They drive in. They are okay. They eat. Go to do it. Play with the house. But take them out or do anything like that, they will never think about it.
It could be based on selfishness. It could be based on trying to be the man, trying to let them. But it's not actually right. To me, I would say it's not right. I already said, we need to understand that, okay, why something must have actually led to that situation. They probably didn't start that way. Something must have actually caused that. So it's not something that is general that will say, okay, men, or if we see a particular man that does that, then there's a reason behind
I'm coming to you. I still want to ask you about that particular one. But we go on a short break. When we come back, we continue on men and money.
Illegal bushmeat is not cool, but it's on sale in our cities, risking extinction and our health. And many of our iconic wild animals are threatened. So please be cool and say no to illegal bushmeat. And let's make Nigeria better for wildlife and safer for us all. Keep them wild, keep us safe.
Up to 75% of all new human diseases come from animals. Ebola, anthrax, and monkeypox all came from animals. And as more dead wild animals are being transported to our cities, we risk introducing another disease outbreak. This will affect our health, economy, and well-being. So say no to illegal bushmeat, because protecting nature protects us all.
Welcome back. The program is still Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, and the topic has been men and money, money and men, M and M. And we were saying something the other time. We're talking about men who don't take
their families out.
Is that you may say that there are women who don't want to, but nobody say if he still won't carry a commot, won't come out. But there are men like that who just feel like no. Faji is not meant for. It's not for the family. What can be the effect of that on a long run on the family?
Now, one of the sad realities of life is upbringing. What do I mean by that? How each individual is being brought up matters, and it will determine how they reason and how they see life as they are growing up. Now, this is a person that grew up from it. Let's say, for example, a person that grew up from a family where they hardly see their father at all when they are growing up. If daddy goes to work, He will go to enjoy with his friend and then come home to come and eat. That's the end of the day.
And sleep.
Every day. That's what they do. That kind of person, you really cannot expect that person. They will always say that you cannot teach a person, an individual. I mean, you cannot expect an individual that does not know about something to be exhibiting it. It's not possible. I will give you what I have. I cannot give what I do. So for some people, where they are coming from determines how they relate to their family. Now, going to the effect of not going with the family to everywhere. One thing that a lot of people need to realize is that bonding, family bonding, is always going to be on multiple grounds. Now, you are a kind of person that goes out to enjoy yourself with your friends and not your family. There will always be a kind of gap that will always grow between that family. Gradual process. It will get to a point that your wife that will call you to be like, babe, where are you? It will get to a point that she will not even call you. So if they pack you and your guys where you went to enjoy yourself and lock you in cell for 3 days, he might not know and she might not call. Because that is what you have trained her to understand. I know of a person that said it to me once, that my wife, if I travel, she knows that she cannot call me. If I should see her call, I will know that something that you can call an emergency is happening at home. It sent a kind of signal to me that what is going on in this person's household. This person is saying it as a thing of pride. But eventually, when I started moving closer to this person, I realized that this person is talking and acting based on where he's coming from. That is what he knows. His father is not a kind of person that the mother will just be like, daddy, I want to tell you this. No, they schedule when they have conversations in the house where he's coming from. So a person coming up from that kind of background, you cannot expect him to be like, okay, now, lovey-dovey, I want everybody to see me with my wife, public display of affection. No, it cannot happen. So really, it boils down to individuals. Just like you said, some people, there will be 1 or 2 events that has happened before that will readjust their mindsets. Because the sad part is that some of these men that we are talking about, you will see them going to these places with other ladies and not their wives. So which means that they can be, if you can be comfortable going out with another lady, then it means that if it's actually your wife, you should really be more comfortable. This is a person that knows you very well. So it means that something is shifting in their minds.
Cannot go out with their wife.
They don't feel comfortable going out with their wives.
But they feel comfortable.
Extra tire.
Is it that the wife has issues or she has this? I don't know.
Not like the wife.
Why would you not be you not feel comfortable going out with your wife? Or is it that maybe the wife is kind of person who has been keeping you from enjoying yourself, keeping you from mingling with your guys, keeping you from,
I wanted to say that
having fun, keeping you from,
we always,
we cannot drink. Oh, don't just one. Take 1 bottle and go and after 1 bottle, no.
They will always tell us that women are naturally economists. And
okay,
some men, they don't like it. That you will be the one to determine, babe, you've already done 3 bottles. It's getting too much. Not that the toxicity level is getting so much, but the amount you are going to send out. They will always be like, you're already spending too much. And some men, they feel, we always say that men are built with ego. So they will always see it as, how can you be controlling what I do?
My money.
My money, exactly. I labored for this money. But the truth of the matter is, the woman that is putting you in check is also thinking for you, for herself,
for the family,
for the children, and the entire family.
But what we're seeing in town right now, the way things are, the way men are, because landlord is plenty past landlords. Men do yours and go build the house, buy the car, do everything. Last now, heart attack, and hypertension. Cardiac arrest, which means men are not relaxing, they are not resting, they are not. Some men are not even enjoying their money at all. They just. Don't you think it is pertinent? It is imperative for men to have fun, to enjoy, hang out, enjoy yourself very well now.
Okay. Well, when I saw this, when we started, something has been coming to my mind. I've been fighting it, not to mention names.
Mention it. Don't fight anything. If the thief fight you, fight him back.
It's actually someone
Don't
that
mention
we
my
all,
name.
No, it's not you. It's
Okay, now you the
someone
fighter.
we all knew. It's late now, right? And this person, if I talk about the scenario now, we all remember. This person actually had a crash with his family. And a couple of times, myself and my friend, we always talk about it, that just imagine if at that point, because he was a wealthy man, if at that point, something somewhere, someone or anything just happened and be like, sir, your life or your wealth, which one would you pick? I can bet it, sir, he would have chosen his life. But you see, at that point, money was useless. Money could not do anything.
I know the person.
I don't just want to mention the name. We all know the person already. At that point, money could not do anything. Money could not save the life.
I know the person you're talking about.
Yes, this is where I'm actually going. It is good to enjoy our lives. It is good to enjoy ourselves. But there is one thing that is actually very, very certain and is promised. Death.
So, but you agree that we have to enjoy ourselves very well.
Now, enjoy yourself.
Me to, I can't keep myself.
Enjoy yourself.
I can't keep myself. I can. Why will you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? When you work in Monday, you go. Thanks. Work. All work without play makes Jack a dog boy. Makes JAHMICHEAL a dog boy. Makes you a dog boy. Are you not want to make it dog?
He knows that he's going to do it. But
if you make it dog,
well, okay, that's just by the way. But the truth of the matter is, no one knows when it's going to die, right? No one knows when the time is here. No one knows the kind of iku that will kill the person. So, when the time we have, which is 24 hours per day, we can only try to segment it. Okay, I'm going to be on my system. If you work remotely, if you work with PC, 3 hours I'll be on my system. The next 30 minutes I'll relax. I'll probably take a nap. I'll do this. We can probably control that, but we really cannot control some certain things. And when that thing happens, we're talking about the first time he was talking about next of kin. It is not actually in all cases that next of kin will even be the one to inherit whatever you are planting. Next of kin is just, funny enough, I was reading about next of kin today.
Banks, they inherit.
Next of kin is just to make certain decisions when the principal is not around. Maybe the person don't buy. Not necessarily inheriting whatever. Yes, it happens. The next of kin can also inherit.
And enjoy, not just inherit. Enjoy the money. Enjoy it.
So basically, it is actually very important that we men, we try to enjoy ourselves. You can't tell, because this is actually sad to say, but if a man dies today, highest few years or few months after, the wife go, we're trying to try talk. So it is, just make sure that as you are making your money, like we've talked about, segmenting it, right? Try to segment, try to, break it into, percentage that, okay, this is the number. This is certain percentage that goes into enjoyment, so that you are not still, as you are trying to do that, you are still not overwhelming yourself, because this individual I just talked about now, he has already created generational wealth for the children left behind. So if you are not wise enough to do that, you go die. Everything's true, go die.
What is your take on that one? To enjoy yourself, like?
Well, one thing I will always say is that let us have.
I know you say this guy is a minister of enjoyment.
Let us have a gauge. Let us have a gauge for whatever we do. Now, you can have enjoyment with common sense, that you will finish enjoying yourself. You want to drive, even though they will tell you that when you drink, don't drive. Now, the reason is simple. One of the easiest ways for you to die is road accident. When you drink too much and then you are driving, you will definitely lose you can lose your coordination. You can sleep while driving. So anything can lead to accident at that point. So exactly. So when you know that I think I have gone beyond what I should do, you have a lot of friends that you went out with. Call them. Order a ride. let somebody else get you to your house. At least we
What
know
about
you
enjoying
enjoy
at
One
home?
yourself.
piece.
But now, yeah, enjoyment
What about
at
enjoying
home is
at
not a
home?
bad idea too.
Yeah.
But one of the things I would like to say is this: know your health status first. You can be enjoying yourself. You can think you're enjoying yourself,
And
and
you'll
you
be
are
killing
killing
yourself.
yourself gradually. Because this thing is tonic wine. It's doing well in my own body. Yes, can be a poison to somebody else. But if you don't understand your health, you will consume anything, and at the end of the day, it kills you. And if you are a kind of person, always know your limits for anything you want to do, any form of enjoyment, even if it is not I'm drinking, even if it is I just like to go outside just for the scenery and everything. I just like it. Always have a limit, because if care is not taken, forget the fact that you will spend more than what you are supposed to spend. You might not even do that. But the effect on the long run on you personally matters. Because if they are telling you at the age of 40 that you cannot eat this particular kind of food again, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, because your liver is damaged due to excessive alcohol while you are younger, you will be wishing that you can go back and stop.
Which is not possible.
Which is not possible any longer. You have to just be maintaining your health with money at that point. Now, let's assume that you're a kind of person that is not really financially buoyant. Which means that before you clock 50, you die.
All these are not significant to people who only drink.
No, it is
people don't even
not.
drink and they still have that.
Yes. No, JAHMICHEAL, it is not. We have a lot of people that are hypertensive. That is not because they are drinking. But that's the reason why I said know your health status.
Okay.
It matters.
You have a point.
You know what is going to work for you and what will not
be
work
moderate.
for you. Be moderate in anything you do.
All right, it's a wrap on the show tonight. I want to say thank you very much for coming to the Minister of Enjoyment here. You see now. But you just talk about liver. No.
Because my liver is very good.
What about your kidney?
They're very, very active.
Are you kidding me? Let me call your wife. No, you have to know about this thing.
Of course, my wife is around. I actually go out with my own wife. And my lovely daughter.
Yes. I do that once in a while. Do you do that as well?
Definitely.
Are you sure?
Of course.
You like to drink water? You like to drink water when you come out? You say you go serve water for your front.
Don't tell anybody. And his wife will be like, baby, that one, no, you're not drinking that one. I did not say it though. It's not from my mouth to hear it.
All right, thank you very much, NIFEMI. Thank you very much, Imprint. Next time is going to be another time. Big shout out to the entire crew of this particular program. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I still remain J to the A to the HMIC, JAHMICHEAL, Mr. 223, your love doctor himself, Michael, with the story saying, have a lovely night rest. And I want you to know that I love you all so much. Mwah!